Hello.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, do we have glowstone?
I have no clue. Absolutely no.
Okay. Second question.
Yes.
Compressor. Okay, that's easy.
In between streams, we have done some nether mining. Trying
And
to
I
find...
set up farms.
Yeah. Berry farms.
Okay. We have quite a few aluminum ore berries, which is great.
Yeah. I'm just gonna quickly go. Schuster. There's a spooter. I mean, a spooter gone. This is the new... Oh, and it's done the red thing. Okay, doesn't matter. Anyway. This is the new, Oreberry farm. It's quite dark in here. But we have all the lovely oreberries that are growing. Right here.
So, idea for glowstone is that... Hey, we have proper gold ore. Neat. The idea for glowstone is that we can put it in the ceiling or in slab form in the floor, and it won't affect the crop growth because of how that's built. I really like the in the floor idea.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna grab the imp leather because that is good. That is even more coins to add to our collection.
Excellent. Was I putting these in tools? I was. Clean out my inventory, and then I guess I'll head out.
Let's see if I punch you. Does it? Yeah,
Ow!
take away the red stuff. There we go.
What that?
Ow! Ah! Oh god.
Actually, does that give experience? Hang on.
Oh.
361. Hang on. That's free tool experience for swords. We should smack each other around a little bit when we have some spare health.
Anyway, I'm gonna maybe upgrade some machines here, which would be the steam extractor and probably the alloy smelter.
We should upgrade our steam supply first.
Yes,
because
we should link up this other solid fuel boiler.
I mean, what we could do is make it a 2x2.
We could do a 2x2.
Let's do the 2x2. That seems like a better idea.
Okay, that means we're going to need to then redo some of this cabling. That's fine. Because that means we can rip out the old boilers as well.
Yep. 2x2 should. Is that just 40 a tick, or is it
2x2
like
should do... Let's see again.
Because we got 10 a tick with this. With just one of those.
I need to double check, so I need to go to multi-block goals just so I can see the information on this again. Low boiler, push up to 10. Low pressure, we're going low pressure, right?
I don't... Hang on. Let me... I mean, we can make high pressure tanks.
Just before we even start doing any of this, I would recommend we make a freaking casing form.
Yeah, that would be good.
Like for like the copper iron casings and whatnot. If we make a casting form for the casing mold.
Oh, for the alloy smelter?
Yeah, for the alloy smelter. It's a lot more efficient.
Yeah, go for it. I'll let you do that. I'm gonna go to the nether.
Okay.
The digger's pack. Okay. Now that I have some netherrack on me, put the sleeping bag the fuck away. I might move the cactus very soon. Oh, hi, Gast. What's that?
Casing form. Put that there. And I need... It's 4 steel.
Why do I have a blue?
Hello,
Oh, right.
Rad.
Box. Spawns? Yes.
Rad, don't you frickin' dare.
Glow flowers, you say? Can I harvest these? I can. Pam's harvest the nether. Neat.
Yeah.
Glow
There's like
flower
a
seeds.
there's like a glowstone plant we could get.
Yeah, it's glow flower. I just
Maybe.
got some.
Ah.
Grabbing some soul sand too, because I don't entirely know what this stuff grows on, and we probably need some soul sand anyway. I need actual shovel. That's much better.
And while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to... Ah, I don't remember what I was doing before I logged off earlier. I was going to make a ton of wrought iron.
I see. That would be good. We do have a ton of iron in general.
Yeah, I just shoved 48 ingots in.
The smeltery or...
Smeltery to turn it into nuggets.
Gotcha.
But I'm going to get this
pallet ashes
casting
right there.
form done first.
Pallet ashes, kind of useless.
Is my radiator on? It is, okay. There's a casing mold for you to make more boiler tanks.
For me too.
I thought that's what you were doing.
No, I'm in the nether trying to make things better.
Anyway, I put on the automatic nugget maker.
Neat.
So if I'm
May have found
making
a quartz vein.
boiler... Boy, that's
Rip.
not...
Why?
spelled
Holy
boiler.
shit.
Oh,
Big zombie pigman. Alright. You know what? I may not go back that direction.
we need 2 by 2. I'm pretty sure... I think there actually might be a way for us to do a 2 by 2 by 3 on top of it.
Sure.
Because I'm pretty
I assume
sure...
that's going to absolutely wreck our charcoal supply, and I'm okay with that.
Probably. What I'm thinking is, because it doesn't specify in this, on the boiler, which one is the length, which one's the breadth, which one's the height. I
It's
just
usually XYZ. Or XCY, I guess.
Yeah, for this is XYZ, so because the vertical is in the middle.
We can't mine cobalt yet, and that annoys me.
Yeah. File. Grab like a stack of iron because we're gonna need a ton of screws anyway.
You know, hang on. What are you used for? Okay, never mind.
Okay, 1 stick. is a wrought iron saw. There's another file that needs to be made. Amazing.
Sounds about right.
We go through tools so quickly.
Big man, are you mad at me? No, you're not. Okay.
We now have a stack of iron screws.
Nice.
Let's get the iron casing. If I go Alice, no, that's 2 ingots to 3. Okay, that means I need 4 ingots per boiler. And I need... If I already have 2, I need to have... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 10. 10 times 4 is 40, okay.
Is that steel ingots or iron?
Iron.
Silver. Ow, fuck.
Going for the low...
Okay,
Obviously,
that's
we're going for the low
good to
pressure.
know.
I think that this would require a hopper. No.
Yeah, you know what? Give me those bits. I need them. Also, ow. Pigman hurt.
We notice I have hoppers lying around.
No, you'll have to make some iron gears. And iron plates.
You have chests lying around though, right?
Yeah. They're somewhere. Probably in the main crafting station.
Oh yeah, they are. Okay. Craft 4 of those. And we'll do that. That. Finish in the middle. Let's make 2 iron gears because I'll make 2 hoppers. I swear we go through too many files.
Yep. The better ones were in LB proper.
Well, we can make vanadium steel at that point, so...
We can make vanadium steel in LB.
Yeah.
Alright.
Isn't that great? I'm actually gonna sleep. So my kitchen clock, because it's on a cooker, right? So when the power went out last night, it reset back to 12. So do you know what it says right now?
11:45.
No, it actually says about, I think, 3 p.m.
Ah.
So, you know what? This is what I told my, this is what I said to my parents. Is like, yeah, I'm just gonna go by this clock tonight, okay? That's funny to me.
Okay, so 2 glow flowers equals 1 glowstone dust in an extractor, which is cool because we have an extractor, right?
Should.
Yeah.
I think we're out of steam.
Probably are.
Good thing we have blocks of charcoal. Boot that thing back up. Need to wait for this boiler to heat up.
Speaking of boilers, how many tanks are you making?
I'm making enough to make a 2x3x2.
Oh boy. Um,
You already nearly have all the components for it, don't worry.
yep. Okay, so that's XZY.
Yeah. No, X, Y,
So
Z.
it'd be no, it's XZY.
Y is vertical.
I know why it's vertical.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. No, okay. That's a little weird, but I understand.
Dandy understandy.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, I basically it doesn't matter what size it is because both are valid.
Yeah. It can be a 2x2,
That's actually kind of cool.
or it can be a 2x2 or base with a 2x2 on top. Then or 2x2 on top.
Why is my so when I look at a block, I get a blue outline.
That's only in the nether.
Okay, gotcha. I was slightly confused and thought I pressed something, and usually that means I hunt through key bindings to figure out what I pressed, but in this case, I figured I would just ask.
Yeah. Okay, we're producing steam again.
Yay. I think
Off you go, alloy
I've got
smelter.
another redstone vein.
Oh Jesus! No wonder this recipe uses so much steam. It's a 15 EU recipe.
Uh, let's use some 30 steam. Not bad.
I've now had to use the soft mallet again.
Hmm.
I can't wait until we have to start doing maintenance, right? You're gonna love that.
Fine. Dealt with it and know me hard, and I have no problem dealing with it again.
Yeah. Fun fact, I've never had to deal with maintenance.
It's really not that bad.
Yeah.
You just have the tools on you, you click a slot, and you're
Mm-hmm.
done.
Yep.
And maintenance only happens after several real-world days of the machine running.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually only one part that breaks, so
Yeah.
you're fine. Don't worry. It's way less annoying than a lot of people make it out to be. That's a phantom.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I just got attacked by a burning phantom.
What in the hell? You're telling me there's phantoms?
I don't know. I'm not questioning things. I just calls it as I sees it. Also, that's a
You
very
sees it as you
large
calls it?
pigman. I calls it as I sees it.
No, you sees it as you calls it.
Yeah, but if I did that, then I would be Donald Trump.
A lot of America would like you then. For some reason.
Yeah, unfortunately, the part of America that I enjoy dealing with would hate me for it.
Understandable.
Ignis fruit. Are you useful? Not entirely. Okay.
I think my calculations were off.
Why? What'd you do?
Actually, no, they're not. We said
Oh,
theme. Let's go.
I figured out what the lava crystal that you got from the Quest Road does.
What is it?
It's a Tinker's modifier that adds auto smelt.
I do
Or if you add it
not
to a
want that.
weapon, fire damage. Yep.
Auto smelt.
I
Fuck itself.
Yeah, exactly. I generally dislike auto smelt and that's cloud, I see.
Auto
Yep,
smelt is a
yep,
feature I
okay.
don't know like why the fuck it exists.
Because vanilla Minecraft is a thing and it's actually kind of useful there.
In vanilla Minecraft, yes. In any sort of modded scenario, no.
Yeah.
I play any mod pack, there's ore processing. Why the frick would I auto smelt?
Well, in some mod packs, auto smelt is the quote unquote best way to get charcoal.
That's different.
Not in a not in a Greg Tech pack, but
Crytek
just
is the
for
pile
example.
igniter
Yeah.
before you get to the pyrolyze oven.
But as I was about to say, there are a lot of mod packs out there where, you know, you can smelt for charcoal, but you may only be able to smelt for charcoal in like the create setup. So
Yeah,
the auto smelt is a kind of cheaty way around that.
it's like a loophole.
Yeah, it is. Matt was using it a while back in his packs.
In no, I know me.
No, it wasn't
Oh
Nomi.
no, okay.
Um,
If it was a
actually, no,
Nomi,
it
I would have
wasn't.
been. Was it?
No, it wasn't Matt. It was Deadpine.
Ah,
Think of
damn.
it. Yeah, I think it was Stacia or something that he was playing.
Oh, Stacia Expert.
Maybe I don't. I
I
can't
did put
remember.
that
It's
up
been
once. I didn't play it that long.
yeah.
Like I
I don't
had
know.
it, I was like, oh,
It
an
didn't really
expert
interest me.
pack. It wasn't that interesting to me.
Yeah, 116 just doesn't have good expert packs.
No, like everyone thought E6C is gonna be a good expert pack, then it wasn't.
Well, of course, they had a lot to live up for with
E3,
Animatica 2, but
yeah.
unfortunately, they fucked it. And Animatica 2 is still the best Animatica by a long shot.
Mm-hmm. I know fine rightly they're probably gonna make an E8E.
I'm sure they are. I mean, they're already working on Animatica 8 or 9 or whatever.
They've already got it. They've already got 9. I'm pretty sure as well.
Yeah. And some tells me 9's going to be in more active development than 8, so whatever. We'll see when we get there.
See what's happening.
Oh, hey, I found another fortress.
Nice.
I'm gonna go loot it and maybe get some blaze rods. Maybe. We'll see how much I feel like dealing with blazes.
Okay. Got a leather from the car.
Nice. I got a few from him. Just kind of click it every so often when I'm near.
Yeah. What am I looking for again? Flint. Did you turn more flint into chests?
No. There should be some
Okay,
in
there is
the
some. Gotcha.
pump chest.
You turned almost all of it into chests.
Yeah, almost, not all.
Not all of it.
Fine. And God knows we have enough gravel laying around the world where we can get more.
What's happening there?
I'm just saying, eventually we can sift gravel for many
There we
flint.
go.
Except by the time we can sift gravel for many flint, we officially don't give a fuck about flint anymore.
Well, no, we'll probably still use it for, I don't know, glass.
Silicon dioxide or
Well, yeah.
something, yeah. Well, glass we can arc furnace.
Oh, yeah. What can we use flint for later? Sag mill stuff.
Yeah. I mean, there's uses.
Crafting benches.
Yeah. I mean, there's always a use for flint. It's just not always a very good use for flint.
Enchanter.
You need flint for an enchanter? Okay.
We can make clay compound with it.
Neat. Okay, you know what? I'd rather not have to walk through lava. Thank you.
We can make a coal ball with it. A bio ball.
Cobalt we can turn into diamonds. If
Yeah, we can just
care.
centrifuge it into silicon dioxide, so that's probably what we would do with it, isn't it?
Yeah. Not a
Okay.
doubt in my mind.
Iron plates.
Hello, Skeleton. Goodbye, Skeleton. No, no, I want more knockback than I have right now. God damn it. Oh god. Poison 1/7 sucks.
Yep. 1/7 healing sucks.
Yeah, that's why poison in 1/7 sucks. It's not the poison itself, it's the healing.
What the fuck is wrong with our Steam? Like,
Ow. Rude. What do you mean, what's wrong with our stream?
I literally
What
in
did I
my
do?
base in like single player that like one of these boilers could run these machines all at once.
This boiler is 10 per tick, sir.
I did have a high pressure on.
10. Yeah. So if you got a high pressure tank on it, it would be way better.
I'm nearly there. I can nearly make the 2x2.
Cool.
You know, I'll make the basic 2x2 first before making it taller.
Yeah, that'd work.
Just so we can get it up and running. Anyway, time to change
Fuck off,
the...
spider.
I disconnected. Do we want to remove these old boilers?
Oh,
Probably.
yeah, probably. I mean, we don't really have much use for them. Hey, look, a saddle. That's almost useful.
Look at that, we have a 2x2.
Neat. Excuse me. Mr. Blaze, I can't see. That's kind of rude. It was an elite blaze, and it was making it so I had darkness whenever I hit the damn thing. Interesting.
It now has a buffer of 128,000 steam.
Excellent.
That's good.
I'm just grabbing these chests because that way I don't check them every time I come past.
I just realized when my FPS drops while I'm streaming. What usually can I see while I'm streaming?
Wait, what? Huh?
I get to see the preview of the stream on my second monitor.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's killing my FPS sometimes.
Perhaps. The preview isn't very resource intensive. No?
Start up. This
I see.
boiler is not creating steam quite yet, but it's very close to it.
Good.
I'm going to sleep in a bed.
Can we make demon metal?
Maybe.
Well, we would need gold before that. And I don't see demon metal, so I guess not. Oh, I've been here. Okay.
Forgot you used the furnaces, so I don't even know where everything was.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Oh, don't do that.
What's that? All of
How
these
rude.
in there.
Oh, hey, necrotic bone. That's a really good modifier, if I remember right.
That is amazing. There has to be like a burning mob or something over here.
Probably. Okay, I think I'm done exploring this nether fortress. How many, that's enough for the glowstone that I wanted. Slash home.
I just realized something.
We
This
have double work
craft
now.
boiler is over a chunk border.
That's probably unfortunate. 2 saddles. Do I have a modifier on you yet? No.
How do you
I
want to
can
fix
abuse
that?
you real quick.
Ow.
Thank you. I just want tool experience. You can beat me right back.
Well, I'm gonna have to break this down already. Because I'm gonna fix it or it's gonna annoy me.
Mm-hmm. So, question. If I get this, can I do... I can! Okay. Give me all the seeds, please. I guess we have one extra. Fine. I have a whole bunch of netherware, which is cool. Kind of running out of places to put things. Oh, hey, is flame spring a thing? Ooh. Ooh. Hey, got a little bit of a present for you.
Yep, just redoing all these pipe bits.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Here.
Oh, thank you.
Really good stats.
My shaders are absolutely despising me today. Let me see about my computer. What is running in the background? Absolutely nothing that shouldn't be.
Mm. Yeah, I got nothing.
Let me see here. Ow.
It's only because I really want looting on this thing, and I'm fairly close to a level that I'm abusing you. I'm sorry. Okay. I need to check this, go here. It claims it's still arriving today, and yet I doubt it.
Mm-hmm. That should be better. Then also quality. Let's see. Other. Turn that off. Performance. Nope. Quality. That's fine. Skills. Water trees default card height off. That's default. Rinse now. Flame animated off. That's what I can do, and that will save me a ton.
Will
Fire.
save you a ton?
Actually, flame animated's fine. Fire animated is not, because that screws with me, doesn't it? Then rain splash off.
We got a bunch of free gold.
That's good.
Gold horse armor.
That helped my FPS quite a bit.
What did?
Turning off some animations.
Okay.
It still drops looking in that direction. I don't know why.
No.
Could be these barrels.
Okay, I'm going to, in preparation, in preparation for getting modifiers on swords, I'm going to smelt up some lapis. I know that's not the most efficient use of lapis, but without a scepter, we don't really have a whole lot of choice. Oh, it's 3 lapis each? Lame. Whatever. Are we making steam?
Yep.
Slowly but surely.
Putting on the
It's
aloe
taking a very
smelter.
long time to heat. Yeah. Yeah, that's an annoyingly large EU cost. All right, when this boiler heats up a little bit. Okay. Do you have? You do not have steam. How much EU do you take? 2. You know what? It's not going to steal a whole lot from this process, so cool. Just give me a bunch.
Hmm. That's the alloy furnace done.
Nice. Alright, so with some glowstone, I can now make some micro blocks.
I'm gonna wait for this to use the last of this burn time before I start placing on these 4 extra things on top.
Probably a good idea. That should be enough. Right. Ta-ta. Can these go smaller? They can. Oh, that's lovely.
Oh yeah, glowstone.
Yeah. We has it. And it's great. Okay, so what I would like, find the chunk borders and do this.
Yeah, we're definitely going overkill on this steam, aren't we?
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe I don't need to upgrade this one. We'll just leave it as is. If I went for the 4 extra ones on top, that would be overkill.
Yeah. You know what? I think these little glowstone... Oh god, can you take a nap? I'm being chased.
I can hear it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking Gatling skeleton. Ooh. There we go. I would actually like is glowstone covers or slabs. More likely slabs.
You know what I might do real quick?
So
I'm going to go and do something.
okay. Have fun with through something.
I am grabbing something. Files.
You know what? I might just do this with yeah.
Okay.
Let's do this with slabs.
Let's put that there. Part of there. Okay. See if this will do what I think it will.
Do I want to know?
Shader options. Okay, emissive light. Minimum light. Let's crank that up again. Done. Then it was, what was it again? What's the thing to add the thing that we like again?
What thing?
Hello. The wee glass shiny thing. Collections. No.
Lens flare?
Yeah.
Yeah, lens flare. That option.
I'll need to find it. That's
So lighting probably.
and lighting, yes. Lens flare on.
There we go. Want you to go down to a lower version of the shaders?
Yeah,
Okay.
that should fix it.
Okay, now I have clear chunk boundaries. That's great.
I have about 10, no, not even 10, like 5 more FPS.
Oh,
It's not
nice.
even that much.
Does it look significantly worse?
Not much, no.
Neat.
I think this should getting scan lighting. It's going alright. It's going alright. Fog options, underwater fog off. The water is significantly less
Pretty.
pretty.
I have a feeling. Okay, so
It's just where the Greg Tech machines are, my friends seem to drop.
okay.
No, in the main base as well. Why is it so bad in the main base? Look that way, it's fine.
Yeah. Um,
The multi-blocks are... Oh.
so I'm reasonably sure that the shader pack,
Mm-hmm.
there's no actual difference in the shaders themselves between the different versions. It's only in the preset options. So
Oh.
you should be able to fix the water. I just have to figure out where it is.
I just switched back to what I had. It's literally like no difference in frames. Which
Or
is
that.
kind of
Yeah.
stupid.
Yep. Oh yeah, all the water options are in reflections. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here.
Mm,
Like, if I'm here, it's fine, right?
I'm not
If
looking at the stream.
if I move past, if I'm like past the center of the chunk, or if I'm like past the center of the chunk, and I look here, frames just go. Like I don't know like where they're going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
It could be the It could be the barrels.
Maybe. More harvesting? No.
That's probably fine.
Just
I,
fun in Minecraft things. Don't worry about it too much.
yeah. If I have to, I'll disable shaders.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
Yeah, I like shaders.
It's not even so much about liking shaders for me.
Problem.
But
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but no, we're not. Okay, we're fine. I was gonna say we're using more water than we're making, but we're not.
okay. I mean, we'll need more water tanks anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. We've essentially now got endless steam supply.
Excellent.
Now, first things
Just
first.
takes a while to heat up.
It's rubber time.
Is that like hammer time, but way more boring?
Yeah. Well, I guess we could use the rubber to make a hammer.
Yeah, so hammer time, but more boring. Got it.
Yeah.
Um,
Less hammering and more just bonking.
yep.
Or a soft mallet, I need to make an ore one. There we go. 2 large fluid ones, yeah, that'll do. If I do that. Pretty sure I might need, yeah. Crafting. 4 of those seems about right. Then I have the rest. Build a saw. If I have to saw that and that. Grab these sticks. I should be able to make some wooden screws. There's a file here. Okay, and then if I go, let's salt them out over here. Yoink here. Put you there and put. It's having a stroke where it thinks there isn't a file. So Taroven, how's your stuff going right now?
I'm working on ore berries, and it's going fantastically.
Good to know your thing's going all right. Well, mine isn't.
Yeah. No.
So I need a screwdriver. Okay. We're gonna do it manually because that's the fun way.
Fun. That's a thing we're having. God damn it.
While playing Greg Tech?
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you can just do that. Okay, good.
Oh,
I'm no longer quite as annoyed at crop sticks.
you're not?
Well, it's a stretch.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah. It turns out you can take off the crossbreeders with a good old smack.
Good, good. I'm just grabbing a bunch of, like, sticky resin from these trees.
Really good idea. Need a lot of that.
Mm-hmm. Especially if we're thinking of getting into LV.
Mm-hmm. So we won't be able to do it for aluminum quite yet, but if we want, we can put blocks of iron, gold, copper, and tin below these to
Mm-hmm.
get more yield,
Gotcha.
which would be worth it in the long run, like super worth it.
Can we do that with crop sticks?
Yes,
Are you sure?
quite.
Okay. Go for it then.
Well, we don't exactly have a whole lot of blocks of iron, gold, aluminum, or
We do
tin.
have the iron fort.
Uh,
But we do
you
need more
underestimate
steel.
how many crops we have.
Well, I thought you were only gonna maybe do like, I don't know, 20.
No. It's 15 per row, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows per crop.
You know what I realized? It said 120 in the quest, and I forgot that sticky resin gives 3 per one. Well, we're gonna
Hey
get
Google,
3
what's 8 times
stacks.
15?
8 times 15 is 120.
Yeah, so 120 blocks of iron. Do we have that right now?
No.
Yeah, it's an eventually thing. But once we get it, it'll be really nice because it'll do things to our yield, which are as of yet undetermined. But yes, I did confirm via Google that that was the thing yesterday.
Gotcha.
Um,
You should have asked
because
ChatGPT.
no, I love ChatGPT. Don't get me wrong, but no.
Did you see did you see
Actually, funny thing is, I'm in the Bing Insider program, so I could ask Bing,
ah,
which is effectively ChatGPT.
I
What were you saying?
so I was just, browsing YouTube as you do yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I went on the Purple's channel, which he's, Minecraft Redstoner. Anyway, he decided, great video idea. Let's see if ChatGPT can give me instructions to build a redstone contraption.
Uh-huh.
None of them worked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing about ChatGPT is, or really any AI thing, is that when it's right, it's usually pretty well, or it usually is very right. But when it's wrong, it is very confidently wrong, and it will give you wrong information and happily say that it's right, or
The,
have you believe it is.
the problem is, it was so close to being like, on it,
Mm-hmm.
but it just didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I'm aware.
they could literally follow, like, a tutorial, copy paste that, but no, they're like, we'll figure it out.
Yep.
I'm gonna use essentially two stacks of charcoal, turn into, you know, uh, freaking boiler fuel.
Yeah, sadly, that's one thing that we can't. Well, we can, but wouldn't be incredibly easy to automate right this second.
We could do it with Steve Carts
Is
if we really wanted to.
we could. I wouldn't even be all that opposed to doing it.
Or we can try and wait until we get a crop manager.
Or we get a forestry farm.
I've never used forestry to farm.
Never? It's actually really easy. A little
Literally,
bit
I
resource expensive.
haven't used forestry.
I have a lot of experience in it, thanks to Age of Engineering.
Hmm. That sounds like a good pack.
It's a wonderful pack. I really like it. It gets really janky around the Steam Age. And I would recommend if you do start playing it, ask me first so that I can give you my scripts, which will make life easier.
Did you make custom scripts for it?
I did. It's all Craft Tweaker, which means it's super jank, but I added in because you need the different colored slime balls for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I got really tired of having to go out and hunt those, so I made scripts to convert slime balls
Understandable.
in the carpenters. So yeah, if that's a pack you ever want to try, just let me know and I'll hook you up. I have a very custom instance, which I'll probably just end up sending you if you want it.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a plan whenever I'm into that.
Yeah, it is really a fantastic pack though. Like solid early game. Late game's very interesting.
Yeah. Speaking
Yeah,
of pack, I'm gonna
I
double
like it
check
overall.
if my pack command's working. It is, okay.
Yeah, I was about to say you just changed it yesterday, didn't you?
No, I double checked it yesterday and it was on GTNH, but then it wanted me to save it again, I guess.
Stream elements, yep.
Yay.
Or you know, I don't know. Well, these
So,
days I'm gonna write a custom chat bot and I'll actually get back into streaming, and that's going to
yeah.
be a whole thing.
I'm gonna show up and look what the hell's going on here.
What in the crops?
Mm-hmm.
You're filling up.
Yeah.
How?
That's...
I can't even do that. That's impressive. I don't know how you're managing to get hurt.
magic.
The
The
plants just hate you.
wonderful magic of GregTech.
Yes. This is IC2 talking.
It's still part of GregTech, in my opinion.
Nah.
It's its origin point. It is part of GregTech. As a collective.
True.
You wouldn't have GregTech without IC2. Okay. Sulfur needs to be produced through things now. Stack of sulfur ore. Get yourself misrid. Okay, I think we're gonna have to move our entire Steam setup soon.
That's fine. It was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah, to the new room that we were going to make coke ovens in, which we're not.
Mm-hmm. The cross room? Or...
No, the one that I built off of it.
Okay.
We'll call it the U room.
The me room?
No, the U.
Oh, okay.
It looks like a U. On the map.
Wait,
But,
do we have?
but sideways.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
What did you do?
It's
You're
not a
right, I
big
can't
deal right
believe
now
you.
because we don't... It's not a big deal right now because we don't have the experience ore berries yet, but I
Gotcha.
accidentally put tin in the wrong place.
No. What did you do then?
I know, right? Not gonna be such a thing. I am. Yeah, that's an assembler recipe. Hmm.
I think as soon as we get this rubber quest done, we should move our steamship.
Sure. I need some aluminum. I just need steel. Ugh.
Oh yeah, we need more
Painful, though.
steel.
Yeah, we do. If we want drawer upgrades, we're hosed, basically. I don't know what we're doing with the ore berries for now. Like the actual excess ore berries that we're going to start getting very soon.
Water tank siding. I can't wait until we get refined glue. It's gonna be so fucking nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, the really nice thing about this truck that you made is it's like all 90% humidity except for one little tiny spot.
Yeah, and that tiny spot probably won't even have a water tank in it.
Yep. We can just set up the water tanks along this side, probably.
Yeah.
Just whole shit ton of them.
Maybe we only maybe need to.
Let's see like 3 or 4 just to have them.
Okay, it's back up, and then we're gonna probably have a tank in this corner a bit.
Yeah, probably.
Like a water tank.
Just
Right
big
up
old
front.
central.
Yeah, then we
tank,
can have a boiler in the center a bit here.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can have a steam buffer if we really want to buffer it.
I don't think we care enough about a buffer. But
I think
I mean,
buffering is good.
if it's easy enough to
for-
build.
Yeah, it's just a ton of iron.
Yeah, which we have.
Yeah. Which we may not have in a minute because we're gonna probably turn like half of it into steel.
That's fine. We have the iron. We can make it happen.
We have the technology.
Mm-hmm. Or in this case, the lack of technology.
Exactly. I love making sulfur dust. While I wait on the sulfur dust, I may start working on a tank.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe an ore water tank. I'll start working on an ore water tank actually. If I remember correctly, it's 52 iron rods I need. Yeah.
I'm starting to get glow flowers coming in.
Nice. And let's grab those.
Amazon, what do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah.
Nothing. Deal.
Amazing.
Yeah, we could do the world's worst trash can. Set up a
It's always fun.
set up a dropper over a piece of cactus.
Or a trapdoor.
Or trapdoor over cactus. Right? Sure. Okay.
Please stop. Thank you.
It's okay. I almost have a tool level. Then I can get looting and then.
Then you can stop bullying me.
Yes. Was it technician or survivor that I needed for these? Oh.
I had to reset my red thing.
Ah. Um. That's interesting. Okay, so coins, coins, coins. Okay. Do me a favor. Where are you?
I'm over at the new area.
Okay. Do me a solid. I need you to take those coins and get Enderman eggs from coins, coins, coins.
Ow.
I need to reset my red.
Coins, coins, coins. Enderman. There we
Just
go.
give me eggs.
2 more Enderman. Are you gonna shove them in a smeltery?
I mean, now that you say that, I might.
It's probably the better
Nah, it's just
thing to do.
I was just gonna get looting and murder a couple.
Well, you can also put them in a smeltery and just hope they spawn with regen.
Yeah, but that's like eh.
I guess.
Entity melting is an annoying process.
Mm-hmm. Especially in 1.7.
Yes. Because, like, Enderman can't see the sky or else they'll teleport. And, like, getting the egg into the smeltery without the Enderman teleporting is just a complete pain in the ass. Nah, I'm just gonna murder him.
Mm-hmm. No, you're not murdering. You're killing with kindness.
Yeah, that's murder.
You're killing him out of the kindness of your heart. Taking him out of this cruel world is euthanasia.
Sure.
Definitely.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. These are all annoyingly
Let's
low on
all
growth.
forget the fact that I definitely didn't think that burning them in a smeltery alive would be better.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. It was someone needed to talk to me.
Okay. Yeah, one or two more of those minor humane abuses.
Oh. Okay. Gingerbread. I just realized it may be the.
It gave me looting. I was 2 experience away. All right. That being said, we're good to go on looting sword now.
Yay.
Does looting
not
still only
that
take up
far.
1 modifier?
Yeah, it should.
2 out of 450. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit.
I'm gonna start making rubber.
Nice.
And we can make the better soft mallet, and then everything is happier in the world.
Nice.
Wow. I still don't know what the name remover is and why it exists.
The name remover?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, my second screen is epilepsy, so I'm going to get rid of that for now.
Also, yeah, like, let me just check something. So, come on, open tier 1. Yeah, so we need to get the LV before we can access the Twilight.
Makes sense.
Definitely. Taroven, can you work on the mold quest, please?
Which one? There's several.
Just the mold quest, the main one that's connected to progression. After blast off.
Yeah, give me a minute.
No problem. The reason also I'm getting some of raw iron is kind of need it for making HP machines.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have to witness you smelt? Why?
You don't really. Most of the
No, but
furnaces are
why?
free.
Why do you smell like this?
Most of the furnaces are free. Just use them.
Okay, I'll grab you. I'll put 5 aluminium brass in for you. Okay. There we go. Sulfur dust.
This is approximately the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do 3 at a time. That's wonderful.
I cannot wait until we have 40 rubber. We may have to start working on GT++ machines.
It's GT++2.
I meant like the steam grinder.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Tumbaga.
Multiplex.
Your favorite thing to ever make, Taroven?
What's my favorite?
Tumbaga.
Hmm.
Obviously. The way it's literally copper, gold, more gold. Which makes no sense to me why they can't just make it one recipe.
Yeah, who knows?
But that would be too easy.
Oh my god. 450 lapis later. Yes, we have that much. No, I do not feel bad about it.
Okay, the high pressure alloy smelter.
Oh, okay. I have a lumber axe. I'm going to go use it because we could use more charcoal. Let's put my suit back away. And then after lumber axing, I will start charcoal, murder Enderman, and then work on things. Also, good God, I want a magnet.
I bet you do.
Hey, when can we start on Botania?
Whenever we have Britannia.
That's specific.
Exactly. I think we need to get to Twilight.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure.
I just want a magnet ring.
We now have a high pressure alloy smelter.
Nice. Will be very convenient.
Yeah, I'll smelt the rubber quicker.
Can we do a high pressure compressor next?
Yes.
Because these are things that certainly we don't give a fuck about in LVs.
Also,
So.
forge hammer, that would be great.
Marilyn Kilgore, you do not interest me. Okay. Oh, that was quite the tree.
Okay, compressor. I have all the things for the compressor.
Actually, macerator.
I
Possibly
will
times 2.
also try and get the macerator. The two administrators upgraded then.
Yeah, that would be way more useful than that's what I have to think of it.
Making more plates as we speak.
Excellent. How are we doing on steel?
We're all right-ish.
That's good.
Let's upgrade the compressor first, though, because that will be a lot smarter. In my opinion.
Okay.
There's a bird there. Next, after that, is going to be the administrators.
So, okay, we have gold. Let me pour this gold out.
I'm pouring aluminium brass first, real quick.
Did you switch it over? Okay,
Yeah.
you did.
Just to get these 5 casting patterns out.
So I was thinking,
That's bad for you.
it sure is. Trust me. Well, first off, I'm thinking I should toss all this redwood into a drawer.
That is a good thought.
I'm thinking that it may be more useful for me right this second, because you got some waiting to do on machines and all that.
Yeah.
So you can kind of do like intermediate crafting between all that. I could go find a shit ton of clay, and we can start on that second batch of coke ovens. So that we can just straight up like automate steel.
Oh, sure. We may need an ore room for that then.
Thankfully we have the start of one like right here.
Yeah,
So
in between.
that's fine. Yeah, we could just set up all of the coke ovens on this part. And I wouldn't even be opposed to that because that would free up some space in the main room.
Yeah. Main room could then have some more dump chests, I guess.
Yep. Just basically be our crafting room.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it does mean that we have to move the cow.
No. We just remove everything under the car and just leave that, like, top piece of the tree.
I'll let you deal with that.
Well, if we have to remove the car, we have to remove the car, but our sanity has to go with the car.
We lost our sanity long ago, sir.
That is true, but
What?
also no.
We are playing Greg Tech after all.
I have no clue what you're talking about. We're playing you two, right?
Alright. I'm gonna go find Clay. Is there... Okay. Here's something...
Okay, wait a second.
Uh-huh.
The stream will probably end soon. Because I'm
We're good
going
when
to
you
have
said
to
part one.
go earlier today.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to attempt to just get a shit ton of clay.
That is a good option.
Oh wait, 1710 boats suck, don't they?
Yep.
Fuck. What specifically sucks about them? I don't remember.
Just in general.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is not good, no. I dislike that greatly, but you know what, whatever, it's fine, it's still a quicker way of getting rid of water.
Yep. Good news.
What's up?
Both administrators have been upgraded.
Excellent. No, I really should have gone the other way. In fact, I'm going to do that. Oh, bye, boat.
Oh, the boat just noped.
It kept going.
So it's the nope boat.
Sure.
There we go. We found a new thing. The nope boat.
Let's see. Yes, seems to pick up. Oh, that's bad.
These 5-foot casts. I'm going to go and make some of the things here. So
Excellent.
I need the molds here. So bookmark.
Explore this way? No, I sure didn't. Wonderful. Okay, you know what? I'm used to the boat already, and it's not that terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. It's that terrible. Okay,
Yep.
never mind. I ran ashore, and it just straight up gave me that thing back.
Yep. Absolutely horrendous.
Mm-hmm. It was moderately convenient while I had it and was being relatively careful.
And then I need 4 of these for each of these. That's 20. 20 steel. I'm about to spend on this.
Cast?
On molds, yep.
Yep. Sounds about right. Which molds do we have now?
We will have the block, we will have the nuggets, we will have the ingots, and we will have the ball. And gears.
Excellent. Faster nuggets. Me like that.
Actually, what is it? What's the gear mold? Let's see that.
It's probably 8 ingots.
Yeah, that's better.
I mean, yeah, it's better than what we have right now, and we can always repurpose
Yeah,
it
no,
for
and it only takes
fluids
2
that are better.
seconds.
Yeah. That's a great way to do the gears.
Okay.
Because right now to make gears, it takes 10.
Yeah.
And 6 ingots, 2 rods, plus the minor tool cost. Which is wrench, I think. Which isn't too bad.
Nope.
But this just saves on all of that.
Yeah. You know, I have a stack of rubber. Yay.
Nice. That goes anything fun?
It gives us more rubber.
Okay. More rubber's not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
I really want a helmet with Aqua Affinity.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to doing the Thaumcraft research for an enchantment
Hell
table.
no.
Then again, I hear that Thaumcraft is a little bit better in this version than 112, so
Yeah.
I'm interested to find out.
I don't think that's an easiness factor, but
Yeah. No one ever claimed that Thaumcraft was easy, but if it's less of a complete pain in the ass than 112, I'll take it.
I know I have a lovely rubber sophomore.
Excellent. What's your ability on that thing?
It is 25600.
Compared to wood?
Compared to the wood one, which is... Where are you? It's like double.
Yeah, okay. We'll take it.
Anyway, I'm gonna answer him.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Bye, chat.
Bye,
Sorry I haven't been watching you today.
Have a good one. This was a short stream, a lot shorter, like half the time, but that's because of other things. Good night.